Hey Jeffrey, I got a simple equation for you. Listen up. Resisting urges trains your willpower. With willpower, you can push through pain and therefore do deep work. If you do deep work for a specific amount of time, at least 1 month, you can create value. If you can create value, you can sell it. This is a really simple principle. But be aware, this is just a principle, not a step-by-step guide. So I give you a simple step-by-step guide. YouTube is the most accessible market in the whole world. No other market is that accessible. Begin by doing YouTube. There you can prove yourself. If you success YouTube with this principle, you will success anywhere. If you want to reach a kind of goal, I think I'm convinced that reaching a goal is not like the main process. The main process is like developing. The main process is the progress. The development and the progress in a kind of goal that you can scale up into infinity. If you're not happy with the things you're currently doing, if you are not happy with the outcome, like doesn't matter how bad or how good it is, doesn't matter how the feedback is, just your connection, your mental connection to the things you produce. How is this kind of mental, think about it, how is this kind of mental connection to the things you produced, like produced yesterday, for example? Like, was it a video? How was it a kind of letter? Was it a book? What is the thing you have done? And directly after you choose you made a decision, you should embrace a kind of gratification for it. You should embrace in combination to this decision a kind of gratification for it. Doesn't matter like what the outcome of the decision is. You just get into your brain and try to convince yourself that the step you have gone is valuable and is sustainable for your life. Because then you're building a kind of feedback loop. Then you're building a kind of positive feedback with yourself that is independent from everything else. And that is what this is what I'm trying to teach you today, to be independent of someone else's gratification, on someone else's feedback. You just want to live up to yourself and your own decisions. Because if you are not happy with your outcomes, this influences your behavior a lot. If you're not embracing a kind of gratification in your daily life, you're also sucking energy out of yourself, because you're getting pessimistic. And being pessimistic is not a motivation for yourself. You have to motivate yourself. But motivation is so abstractly that I'm telling you right now, the actual motivation is gratification, and gratification is the highest. Gratification for yourself at its highest level is love. If you love someone else, you almost like gratificate him for just being himself, like just out of no reason. But you can do the same for yourself, and being grateful for your own development. There you put in your kind of gratification, so you can build up upon your inner self. You're climbing a kind of ladder in yourself and the ladder is the positive feedback loop, where you're coming with the gratification from the one side, and you come with the willpower from the other side, and that you're every time that you are embracing this kind of willpower, you're training this kind of willpower. Every time you're including and embracing this kind of gratification, you're training and developing you're leveling this kind of gratification, and then you can climb up the gratification and the willpower up and up and up and up. And you're not dependent on someone else's gratification, because this can slip down, and you're also not dependent on someone else's willpower, like for example a trainer, a coach, a guider, like your parents, your friends, because this can fall down. But if you're independent in terms of willpower, if you're independent in terms of gratification, you can gratificate yourself. You can truly say without doubts, okay, this was good, without doubts. Like, can you actually say to yourself, I have made good progress today. I'm really proud of myself. Can you say this? Like, think about it. Like, for example, 5 seconds, think about it. Can you be proud of yourself? And that's why I'm doing this video. I'm advising you to be independent in these two methods, and just climb up this ladder until you have built a good amount of discipline, of a disciplined tower. You can almost look at this kind of development in terms of a like a building or a big tower that you're building discipline upon discipline upon discipline. And if the higher the tower gets, and if you thicker the walls are getting, the harder is it to actually fall back into the old habits, and the harder the old habits are breaking through. You know, you're making a kind of wall against your your selfish self. You kind of building a wall against like your bad habits and your like all of the things you have leveled in the past, like your porn addictions, all of your addictions, and all of the things that give you short-term gratification. There, this kind of like mindset, this, and therefore you're building this kind of wall, you're building this kind of tower to defend yourself from all of these things that are in this world, because this world is not only happiness, this world is not only hedonistic. We have some cruel parts and we have some hard parts in our world, and we have to defend ourselves from this, and to be a kind of leader, to be a kind of provider, and to like level up in this in the society, level up in this kind of world we are living in. Don't lose a connection to your higher goals, don't lose connection to the bigger purpose. And yeah, believe in yourself, be grateful for yourself, embrace this in your daily routine. Peace, bro. Always push through pain.